Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Let's add value to your knowledge account today. I'm Dr. Bharati Sunil. Welcome to our Finance and Accounting Academy channel. In the last video, I started adjustments in final accounts and I have showed 8 adjustments. And in today's video, I will continue the remaining adjustments. And today we are doing two different types of adjustments. One is when adjustment is given after trial balance, means below the trial balance, if adjustments are given, we have to take in two places. In the last video, I showed you 8 adjustments. In the present video, I will show another 6 adjustments. Interest on capital, interest on drawings, provision for discount on debtors, reserve for discount on creditors, manager's commission, and abnormal loss of stock. These adjustments will be given below the trial balance. If any adjustments given below the trial balance, we have to take in two places, either trading account or P&L account, next to balance sheet. So for all the adjustments, we take in two places, but only for this adjustment, we'll take in three places. Once in trading account, next profit and loss account, next finally in balance sheet. About this, if treatment of items of adjustments appearing in trial balance, means these adjustments are not given below the trial balance, but given in the trial balance. Say for example, here it is interest on capital. This is given below the trial balance. Then we'll have two effects. But if interest on capital is given in trial balance, then where we have to show, because we can't show in two places, we have to show only in one place. So that is why I am explaining this also. What is this? Treatment of items of adjustments appearing in trial balance will be shown only in one place. It will not be shown in both the places, right? That is why I want to explain this also. So first I will explain the remaining 6 adjustments below the trial balance. Then I will come to this later. So what's the first one? Interest on capital. So where you will show interest on capital, go to profit and loss account and show on the debit side. Why we have to show on the debit side? Because interest on capital is our expense, because we are paying this interest to our owner of the business, means proprietor of the business. We means here our business is paying interest to owner of the business. That is why we are showing on debit side of profit and loss account. What's the first step? Go to profit and loss account, debit side. Next, what's the second effect? Go to balance sheet, and under balance sheet, go to liability side. On the liability side, what's the first item we'll write? Capital. So to this capital, we have to add interest on capital also, because it is adding value to the capital of the proprietor. So we have to add to the capital of the proprietor. So what you will do? You will go to balance sheet, and in balance sheet, where you have to go? You have to go to liability side and add to capital. Clear? Now second one, interest on drawings. So what you will do with interest on drawings? Drawings means what? What the amount what proprietor is withdrawing from business. He is taking it as a loan. So what we have to do? We have to collect interest from him. So that is our income. Our income means our business income. So here what you will do? What's the first effect? Go to profit and loss account and show on the credit side, because it is our income. So how you will show? By interest on drawings. So go to profit and loss account. Which side will write? Credit side. Next, what is the second effect? Again, go to balance sheet, go to liability side, and what's the first item we are writing? Capital, because we are charging interest from the proprietor. So we have to deduct. So how will write? So balance sheet, liability side, deduct from capital. Third one, provision for discount on debtors. We are creating provision on discount on debtors. So how you will show? First we'll go to profit and loss account, then we'll go to balance sheet. So we have to show on the debit side of profit and loss account. How you will show? As a separate item. Okay. So how you will write? Show as separate item where profit and loss account debit side. Right. Next, what's the second effect? Go to balance sheet. Right. Under balance sheet, which side you have to go? Asset side. Why we have to go to asset side? Because we have to deduct from debtors. Debtors means what? Sundry debtors means to whom we sold our goods on credit basis, or to whom we have paid any amount. So we have to recover that amount in future, right? So where you will show balance sheet, asset side, deduct from debtors. We have to deduct from debtors. Right. Next, reserve for discount on creditors. Means our creditors are giving us discount. So where we have to show? We have to show on the profit and loss account credit side. So here I will write, it should be shown as a separate item where under profit and loss account credit side. Next, what second effect? Go to balance sheet where you will write sundry creditors in liability side, right? So here we have to deduct from creditors. Next, manager's commission. So where you will show manager's commission? We have to show again in two places. Once we have to show in profit and loss account, which side? Debit side, because we are paying commission to our manager. So we have to show on the debit side of profit and loss account because it is our expense, right? So we have to show again as a separate item. Show as separate item. Which side you will write? Profit and loss account, debit side. Next, what's the second effect? Go to balance sheet because it is our liability, right? So go to balance sheet and go to liability side. Show it as current liability. I've explained you in balance sheet that we will have current liabilities, means which are for less than 1 year. So we have to show as current liability. Clear? So what's the first effect? Show on debit side of profit and loss account as separate item as the two managers commission, and go to balance sheet, go to liability side and show it as a current liability. How we will show? Managers commission and write the amount. What's the next adjustment? Abnormal loss of stock. Means here the stock got lost due to fire or any accident or any natural calamity. So what we have to do? We have to show that in three places. So all these adjustments in this 5 adjustments and the previous 8 adjustments I showed in 2 places. But here this abnormal loss of stock we have to show in 3 places. So first where you will show? Will show in trading account. Next we will show in profit and loss account. Next we will show in balance sheet. So, say for example, we lost our stock in go down. Okay, the loss worth is 1 lakh. So, what's the total loss of stock which we have lost due to fire? Rupees 1 lakh. So, what we'll do? We'll go to trading account. Trading account on credit side will show total loss. Total loss we will show. Means if the loss is 1 lakh, we have to show 1 lakh. Next, what is the second effect? Go to profit and loss account. Again, See, for example, if the loss is rupees 1 lakh, total loss how much got occurred? 1 lakh. This is what total loss. So out of that, we already have insurance. So insurance company settled our claim and we have received 70,000 rupees. So how much of amount we have received? 70,000, right? How much we have not recovered? 30,000. So this 30,000 is loss, right? So what is the amount that we have received from insurance company? Insurance claim is how much? 70,000. Try to understand what is our total loss? 1 lakh. So this total loss we have to take under trading account credit side. After closing stock, we have to write. See, in trading account, what we'll do, we first to write this is what trading account. Okay, here what you will write? By sales, right? Next, by closing stock. Okay, and next, by abnormal loss. So how much amount we have to write here? Total 1 lakh. Loss what got incurred, we have to write here 1 lakh. Why we are writing on the credit side of trading account? Why? Because whatever the opening stock we have, whatever the purchases we have made, and out of this total opening stock and purchases, how much we have sold and how much of stock is left over, if you show, still some balance is not shown. What is that? That is our loss. So whether it is abnormal loss, whether the loss got occurred through accident or fire, whatever it is, we have to show, because either we have to sell that or we have to show as a closing stock. These two things have not happened, because already we have showed as sales whatever we have sold, and closing stock whatever is remaining, that also we have showed. Then what about this loss? This also we have to show in trading account. How we have to show? Go to the credit side of trading account. This is which side? Credit side. After sales and closing stock, we have to write by abnormal loss. And what's the total loss we have incurred? 1 lakh, right? Already our business is having some insurance. What we have done, we want to settle our insurance claim and we have submitted our request. So insurance company have settled our claim and they gave us how much amount? 70,000, right? So how much we could not recover? 30,000. This is our loss which we could not recover. So where we have to show this 30,000? We have to show under profit and loss account. How we will show? We'll go to profit and loss account, and where you will show? On the debit side. How you will write? Recovered loss. Irrecovered loss. So we'll show like this: profit and loss account, debit side, we'll show irrecovered loss. So here how much we have written? 1 lakh we have written. And here what is the loss we could not recover? Rupees 30,000. So then where you will show this 70,000? Okay, we'll go to balance sheet. Which side? Asset side. And we'll show it as current asset. How we'll show closing stock in our balance sheet? In the same way, we have to show this 70,000. So what you will write here? So balance sheet, asset side, will write as current asset. And what you will write here? Insurance claim. How much amount we will write? We will write 70,000. Is it clear? So this 1 lakh we will show under trading account. This 70,000 we will show under balance sheet as current asset, and this 30,000 we will show in profit and loss account. Which side? Debit side. And this will show on credit side. Clear? So I've explained all the adjustments what will come below the trial balance. Remember, all the adjustments which are given below the trial balance will come in 2 places, but only this adjustment will come in 3 places. So now we'll come to treatment of items of adjustments appearing in trial balance. Means these have not come below the trial balance. These are given only in trial balance. Suppose if depreciation is given in trial balance, where you have to write? If it is given below the trial balance, you will write debit side of P&L account, and next you will go to balance sheet asset side. You will deduct from asset, right? Fixed asset. But here, if depreciation is given only in trial balance, where we have to show, whether we have to show in profit and loss account or in balance sheet, you will get that confusion, no? That is why I want to explain this also. When you will get this doubt, when you are given adjustments in trial balance. So what are the adjustments generally we'll get? Closing stock, outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, outstanding income, unearned income, next depreciation, bad debts, provision for bad debts, discount allowed to debtors, discount received from creditors, interest on capital, and interest on drawings. So now I will explain you where we have to show. Either you can show in profit and loss account. Sometimes you will get trading account. For example, outstanding factory rent or outstanding factory wages. Then you have to take under trading account. But generally, most of the expenses will come under only in profit and loss account. So here, balance sheet. So you will get either in profit and loss account or trading account or in balance sheet. So if you get closing stock in trial balance, where we have to show, just directly go to balance sheet. Okay, go to balance sheet and show as current asset. So here you have to show as current asset. Here you will not get, remember. Okay, next, outstanding expenses. If outstanding expenses are given, where you will write? Generally you will add to respective expense in profit and loss account or trading account. But here it is given in trial balance. So remember, we should not write in profit and loss account. Go to balance sheet. Where you will write under balance sheet? Current liabilities. So go to balance sheet and write as current liability. Next, prepaid expenses. Again, prepaid expenses also don't take in profit and loss account debit side, but go to balance sheet and show it as current asset. So here we'll show as current asset. Next, outstanding income means income which is to be received by us, which we have not received. So again, go to balance sheet asset side. See, outstanding expenses will show as current liability. Outstanding income we have to show as current asset, right? So go to balance sheet and write asset side as current asset. Remember, we are not getting anything in the profit and loss account. Next, unearned income. So where we have to show? Under current liabilities. Where you will get current liabilities? Under liabilities. So here we have to show under current liability. Next, depreciation. If you get depreciation trial balance, go to profit and loss account and show on the debit side. So debit side of P&L account will not deduct depreciation from any fixed asset. Next, bad debts. Go to profit and loss account and show as bad debts on the debit side. So here you will write debit side P&L account. Here you will not get. Next, provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts also debit side P&L account. Will not get here. Next, discount allowed to debtors. This also debit side of P&L account. Will not get in balance sheet. Next, discount received from creditors. It is our income. So where you will show credit side of P&L account will not get in balance sheet. Next, interest on capital. It is our expense. So we have to show under profit and loss account debit side. P&L account debit side will not get in balance sheet. Next, interest on drawings. We'll go to profit and loss account and write on the credit side. Credit side will not get in balance sheet. Take screenshot. I have explained all adjustments in final accounts. I have covered 8 adjustments in the previous video, and in the present video I have covered another 6 adjustments. All those adjustments which will come under below trial balance will get only in 2 places, except this adjustment. This is what? Abnormal loss of stock. This will get 3 times. Interest on capital. Interest on capital means whatever the capital we are receiving from our proprietor, on that we will pay interest. So that is our expense. So we are taking under profit and loss account debit side, and second effect, go to balance sheet and add to the capital. Next, interest on drawings. It is our income. We will take on the credit side of profit and loss account and go to balance sheet and deduct from capital. So interest on capital will add to capital. Interest on drawings will deduct from capital. Next, provision for discount on debtors. We'll show it as a separate item in profit and loss account, because it is our expense, and we'll go to balance sheet and we'll deduct from debtors. Next, reserve for discount and debtors, we'll show it as a separate item under profit and loss account credit side, because it is our income, and we will go to balance sheet, and liability side from creditors we will deduct reserve for discount on creditors. Next, manager's commission. Manager's commission is a commission what we are paying to our manager. So this commission is our expense. So go to profit and loss account and show as a separate item. And again, what is second effect? Go to balance sheet and show it as a current liability. Means how you will write current liability is sundry creditors, outstanding expenses. There you will write as a current liability, manager's commission. Next, abnormal loss of stock. This loss we have to show in 3 places. Okay, what's the first effect? Go to trading account. After closing stock, you have to write by loss due to fire. Total loss you have to write. How much of loss we have incurred totally? 1 lakh. This you have to write in trading account. Next, what second effect? Go to profit and loss account. So out of this 1 lakh, our insurance company claim received was how much? 70,000, which was not recorded by us. 30,000 is our loss. So this 30,000 we have to show in profit and loss account debit side as irrecovered loss. And what's the third effect? This is our third effect. Go to balance sheet and show insurance claim as current asset after closing stock. How much you have to show? 70,000. Next, come to these. These are the items. These are the adjustments what are given in trial balance, which are not given below the trial balance, which are given only in the trial balance, right? So if adjustments are given like this, then what we have to do? We can't show in 2 places. We have to show only in 1 place. See here, closing stock. If closing stock is given, go to balance sheet and show it as a current asset. Next, if outstanding expenses are given, go to balance sheet and show it as a current liability. Next, prepaid expenses, show as current asset. And outstanding income, show as current asset. Next, on and income is given, then go to balance sheet as current and show it as current liability, right? Now, next, depreciation, bad debts, provision for bad debts, discount allowed to debtors. All these 4 items are our expenses. So go to profit and loss account and show on the debit side. Will not take under balance sheet. Remember that. Next, discount received from creditors. It is our income. So go to profit and loss account and show on the credit side of P&L account as income. Next, interest on capital. It is our expense. So go to profit and loss account and show on the debit side. Next, interest on drawings. It is our income. So go to profit and loss account and show on the credit side. So these are all our adjustments what you will get under final accounts. So if you are perfect with these adjustments, that is enough. So I have explained you all the adjustments. Now practice all these adjustments, learn once again, and in the next class I will explain you final accounts problem using these adjustments. That's all for today, but learning never stops. If you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe, and share with your friends and help them to understand final accounts easily. I'm also doing videos in cost accounting and business economics. So share with students who are having these subjects. Keep learning, keep growing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.